Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Little Daylight, where we are playing more Final Fantasy XIV. You have no fucking idea how long it took me. It took a grand total of 80 minutes to queue up for this as a DPS. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, anyway, here we are. Killing that snack boy. I'm gonna zoom out because I was zoomed in for reasons. Anyway. I think last time... What did we do last time? Well, we unlocked this in any case. Either way, this is a pretty good fight. I like this fight. Both the normal and... Well, specifically the extreme version. Fifth element is Rate Light, Infirm Soul is a Gangbuster. Peg not for mercy. No, not the peg. That is going to be a donut. You also... sorry, not a donut, that's a normal AoE. It also has a donut variant of that attack, so... That is something that you want to avoid. Or something you want to take a look at in any case. There we go. Now it's the donut. Subarashi. Donut. Then there's this attack, Kujikiri, which is going to create this little grid pattern. Listen to those Pictomancers going at it. Or well, the Pictomancer. It's a very recognizable sound. Summon Shiki is now going to just summon ads. It's just going to be an ad face from this point onwards. People are going to get marked with the stack, and other people with just normal lines. Normal lines are just going to do normal line AoEs. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, when these lines appear, you want to aim them away from the middle of the arena, because, as you can quite clearly see, big AoEs happen. Or big conal AoEs happen in that general direction. And you would rather not be responsible for killing your party. In the meantime, when you kill these enemies, they're going to blow up and do more damage. It's still manageable even if you kill a lot of them in normal. But if you do it in extreme, you're gonna be in trouble. That tends to be a place where wipes happen. For more than one reason. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Which will be probably after I've done... after I've unlocked basically all the remaining trials. Or Stormblood. I do like Seiryu's voice though. I feel like it's a very good voice actor does a pretty good job at this guy. I like it. Then we get our Mario Kart music. I'm gonna do a big one first. You need to swim out of the water. If you're in the water, you have a vulnerability, and I think you also take damage every time. Anyway, at some point the big snakes are coming in. And they will just knock you back. Show them that folly! I'm good over here, I think. My stack marker is gonna hit us twice. It'll be more important than extreme. Then we got that boy. It's the same from the dungeon that we did. Swallow's Compass, I think. He's just gonna hit the arena on the side that his raised arm is on. I almost got hit with that. Almost, but not quite. And then he's going to knock us back. Right, and we get another one of these. Can you please stand still? Or move? Actually, stand still would be better because I was already moving. Fifth element again. If you can hear anything in the background, by the way, I do have my air conditioning unit on, so it will make noise every now and again. I don't know how loud it's going to be compared to the sound of the game, which is already pretty loud. I've noticed that is a thing. I cannot. Oh. And down it goes. A nice little thing to know is the shield and sword, like a paladin gear, that I used for Lyn, since I made like her full glamour, comes from the extreme version of this fight. So, oh no, it goes to show how far away I was from actually getting it the quote-unquote legit way. I still got legit because I bought it, but you know. Hello. Let's see if I still remember how to read. You are every bit Tenzin's successor, warrior, for you are but the second child of man to have bested me in battle. Once I would have never thought it possible, when I was no more than a mere serpent blessed with the good fortune to be born on an island where the people held us in the highest. To them I was as kami, and I was foolish enough to share in their belief. But when I had lived some few centuries and first began to manifest true powers, my worshippers came to view me in a different light. When they were visited by calamity, they mistook me as the cause, and so in place of traditional offerings, they brought me the flesh of their flesh. Though I had no hand in it, their fortunes improved. To them, the answer was clear. Only greater sacrifice would satisfy the guardian serpent. Little did they know I had spared the maiden and spirited her away to another land. In secret, as I would the others that would follow. Nevertheless, the belief lingered, and soon the guardian serpent came to be regarded as a malevolent demon, and my worshippers became my decriers. They tempted sellswords with Koban to come and slay me, the poor fools. So began my days as a hunted kami. I dispatched them every time, though I took little joy in it. And then one day, a man unlike all the others appeared before me, a samurai in the company of beasts. Tenzin and I fought. He won. The fallen kami had at last been bested by a fortune-seeking hunter. I could not help but chuckle as I closed my eyes and awaited the inevitable blow. Join me. Let us begin anew. Saying this, he extended his hand to me. All that I was, all that I had ever been, was no more. I had nothing, yet not only did he see fit to spare me, but offer me a new home. But even the fallen kami has his pride, and I could not readily accept such kindness. Even if I yearned for it, seeing this, Tenzin laughed. Then earn it by growing stronger and in turn using that strength to help others, as you have been helped. Become more than you are, and more than me. Thus did I vow to devote myself to becoming an auspice worthy of man's worship and admiration. To become a magnificent dragon that would safeguard his chosen. Strange, my recollection now is not as it was before. Details once indistinct are now vivid and clear. Perhaps the Aramitama clouded my judgment. Thank you, Lin. Had you not helped me to remember my vow, I might have lost a chance to honor Tenten's memory forever. Happy. Wait, where is Genbu? Has he returned to the temple without us? This bodes ill. Not happy. Caprito. If Genbu left without us, then it can only mean that Koryu's return is imminent. Come, we must rejoin the others at Raizen Temple. Well, I'll be right back. It's gonna take me a little bit to get there. Right. We have reached the island. You are as ever a welcome sight, Lin. And you, Seiryu. Forgive me, Genbu. I have been a great fool. As have we all many times before, and doubtless will be again. Nevertheless, forgive me. The wards are at their limit. You've got to come right away. Then it is well that Seiryu has returned to the fold. For now we four lords may bring our united powers to bear against our foe. Your part in this is finished, my friend. Now you must go. Should we fail in this final endeavor, then the temple, nay, the whole of the Ruby Sea may be consumed by Koryu's wrathful fires. Don't be stupid, we came to see this through to the end, and we'll do just that. That's the Scion way. Right, Lin? Yes. If that is your will, so be it. Join us then, and stand as witness to our deeds, this day which will determine the fate of all that we hold dear. Hold nothing in reserve. Summon all your strength. Only then can we hope to triumph over our mad brother. It worked! I can feel it! The wards are mended. Strengthened. No, no, no. Even now, after everything we have endured, everything that has made us stronger, how can we fail? Also burn! Kenbu? It will be impossible for us three alone to bind him. But we can hold him at bay for a time. Flee this place. Fool. A hero you may be, but Koryu is an opponent none can defeat. You, I killed you once before, samurai. I will kill you again. Tenzin? Brother, sister, now is our chance to restore the wards. Even in this weakened state without Genpo, we do not stand a chance. Soroban, come away from there before you get hurt. If we do not act, then our lives are forfeit anyway. Ours and everyone else in the Ruby Sea. What is he doing? This is the ritual he performed incorrectly before, when he summoned a great tortoise kami into his body. I see it now. He offers himself to Genbu. I can feel his presence returning. But if Soroban does this, then his own soul will be... I would rather you not say it aloud. Otherwise I might have second thoughts. Believe me, I know the consequences and I accept them. Farewell, my friends, and please look after Tamabisu. Soroban. Very nuts, Soroban. He will not let it be for nothing. Burn! Also burn! Perhaps one day, many thousands of years from now. But not this day. Begone. Koryu should not threaten us for many millennia yet. Let us rejoice in this hard-won victory. Nearly lost were it not for your courage and strength, Lin. But Soraban... Tragic though his sacrifice was, it was not in vain. Let us not mourn his death, but honor his memory. Death? Memory? What in the world are you on about? Soraban yet lives. Let me guess, in our hearts or some such? Honestly, if you're going to try and comfort us, you could at least do a little better than offer trite cliches. I'm simply making a statement of fact, but I see words alone will not serve to communicate my point. Oh, but I should be. Oh? I do not understand. The ritual the Kojin performed, when one summons the soul of an immensely powerful entity in one's own body. It is understood, nay, expected that the summoner's soul is extinguished in the process. That is true, when the summoned entity's soul is of surpassing strength, relative to one's own. Soraban's, however, has grown remarkably robust, owing to his intense training and his prolonged exposure to the magics of the Tamatebako of geomancy. His soul now eclipses mine in spiritual potency, which is why it holds fast to this vessel. And so, when the enchantment fades ere long, mine will depart and fade as before. And just when we were getting used to having you around again. Koryu's aim was true, as you saw, and in my final moments I was filled with regrets. But no longer. With my remaining time, I will attend to my affairs, and train dear Soraban to succeed me as the next Genbu. Wait, me? The next Genbu? The four lords are ever needed. We have both the strength of will and character to succeed our elder brother. Would you all not agree? I think he more than proved himself when he stood his ground against Koryu. Still, it should be a unanimous decision. Byako? As you say, he faced certain death without hesitation and embraced sacrifice for the sake of others. I should be glad to welcome him to our fellowship. If that is how you all feel, then I am certainly in no position to refuse. I will do my best to live up to your expectations. Give me a gnome and they'll take off them all, I swear. Do not think I have forgotten our bargain, little urchin. Great feats demand consummate rewards, and we are auspices of our word. It's about time. Did you hear that, Lin? It's treasure time! While we see to the preparations, perhaps you could spare a moment for my dearest comrades? With our troubles at an end, we may be parting ways soon, and so this might be the last opportunity you have to speak with them for quite some time. Boop. With Koryu imprisoned once more, my comrades and I are free to watch over these lands as before, as is our duty. And when the wards falter once again, we shall again gather our strength and beat back our mad brother's assault, together with noble Soroban, a worthy successor to the fallen Genbu. For now, however, we may enjoy a welcome respite, a peace we owe as much to you as anyone else, I should think. I see many battles ahead of you, for like Tenzin, you are not one to rest on your laurels. This much is plain. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come. But I ramble. Do not deny it. When one has lived as long as I, it is all too easy to lose track of time. Go. Should ever you crave the company of we curious beasts, you will find us here. Also, look at this boy! Look at him! He's adorable. Anyway. If I could get a plushie of that guy, that would be that would be the first and last plushie I'll ever buy. Worry not for Soroban. We will guide him on his journey, and help him to reach his true potential, as Tenzin once guided us. I had long given up on ever seeing him again, and then he was there, shining paragon of strength and virtue, a memory made manifest. But if he had been more than that, I would have told him. His body I once cursed, I have come to cherish. I owe to him and his love. This I owe to him, yeah. I think he already knows. Oh, well, that would be wonderful if true. For all his virtues, he could be remarkably oblivious at times. But though he taught me to love and accept myself, it was you who helped me to remember, who helped me to smile again. For that, Lin, you will always hold a special place in my heart. Please, come and visit us in the future. At first I thought he was a figment of my imagination, but it was real enough. How or why I know not, but a possibility springs to mind. When Tenzin was mortally wounded by Koryu, he used the last of his strength to seal him within the sacred crystal. The original wards were born of his flesh, his very essence, an act of desperation, I once believed. But now I wonder, was it in preparation for this very day? But even if it had been part of an elaborate plan to preserve his soul as a final defense, his strength alone would have never sufficed. Nay, he needed another warrior possessed of tremendous potential, like himself, one blessed with a singular power to whom he could bequeath his own. He knew another would come, you see, another hero the likes of which the world so rarely sees. Thousands and thousands of years ago he foresaw your coming. Bah, clever bastard, putting me to shame with his strength and wisdom both. And still he denies me my rematch. But at least I still have you, Lin. Live long, for I am not finished with you yet. We will fight again, and I will win, without turning to the Aramitama. You may be assured. Come and claim your rewards, honored friends. It's beautiful, it's so beautiful. More than enough to make up for 1,000 of Alphina's reckless purchases. A fitting reward for saviors of the Ruby Sea. To be honest, I was half expecting another terrible joke, but you really followed through. Getting this home is going to be no easy task. If transportation is a concern, we'd be happy to deliver it to a destination of your choosing. Really? Just like that? In that case, the Ruby Bazaar in Kogane? If it's no trouble, that is. None whatsoever. Every member of the collective should be glad to lend a hand. And with that, I take my leave. So, Soroban, will you really stay here and not return to Tamamezu?
Well, I did agree to become the next Genbu. For the duration of his training, I would have him remain here. It will be a long, hard road, believe you me. And I intend to spend my remaining years guiding him. All 500 or so. And there you have it. I hope I can impose upon you to deliver bunshin to those. Wait, 500 years? As in you will be here for another 5 centuries? I thought you said the enchantment would fade ere long. These things are relative. And what should that tone of yours anyway? You should be honored to be the beneficiary of my sage tutelage. Foolish turtle. You're a turtle too. And no tiny crabby ghost turtle. Get out of my head.
There's something a little frightening about watching them fight with themselves. Ugh. Maybe we should leave them alone for a while.
Ahem. Thank you for everything, then, Tataru. Safe travels.
Oh, all this music and just this entire game. It's endlessly stuck in my head. Hello. Bunshin.
I sense you have reasons other than the usual for this particular visit. Might it have something to do with Soroban? I beg your pardon? Soroban is to become the next Genbu. I will not feign understanding. However, this extraordinary state of affairs came about as utterly beyond my ken, as unbelievable as I yet find it, though I have no doubt that you speak true.
Soroban's had an incredible string of bad luck, succumbing to the Aramitama, becoming a giant tortoise, and now this. On the other hand, he could have refused and instead agreed to take on this responsibility. Instead agreed to take on this responsibility. So we may as well support him, don't you think?
Indeed, though it pains me to imagine Tamamezu without our Soroban, it fills me with pride to know that a Kojin of the Blue has been granted this great honor. We shall pray for him, that he may rise to the occasion and serve as a benevolent guardian to all who call Ruby Sea home. Thank you for helping him to find his true calling, my friend.
Oh no, the pleasure was all ours, and the profit.
I'm not sure I take your meaning, but I appreciate the sentiment. But if I might ask one final favor, would you be so kind as to look in on him from time to time, just to see that he's getting on all right?
Of course! It's not every day you make friends with a secret collective of talking animals, after all. Even if Soroban hadn't decided to remain at Raisin Temple, I wouldn't have wanted to stay away. You can be sure I'll head there from time to time. You're welcome to join me when I do, of course. And with that, we are finished with the Four Lords. As we get ourselves a beautiful little painting of the Four Lords, which you can put on your favorite wall. And now, we're going to be doing a little bit more. I think like maybe a quest or two in this episode from the main quest, and then we're going to go and call it quits from there.
Look at this crab.
Also, I'm off camera gonna check to see if I can change Lynn's hairstyle. I wanna change her hairstyle. See if I can find something that's I don't know. Just a little different. Still wanna have long hair, yeah. I guess we'll see. All is well? Good, the others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please. And there goes the air conditioning unit.
My lord Ian, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it'll end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Seiryu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
I think there's gonna be another cutscene. Yes, just not voiced. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding efforts proceeds apace. Pleased to say, we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Hmm? Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Yifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh. Oh, sorry. He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search for that, mayhap you can ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. Huh. I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then. I will mind the house. Alright. And we will go and check more information and all that jazz in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Darrens. We were playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we're going to go and play more Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to go and see where the main story takes us next. Goodbye.